And here is Dion. Blake for three. It's good. The assist that time from Dion. And now it's only a 5-point Oklahoma City lead. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Thunder out in front, up by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, I love his tenacity defensively. The way he plays at that end of the floor, it's been a major factor here in this game.
And as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance and uncomfortable.
Now both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Durant doing all sorts of things. He's got 17 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
They sure have, and clearly he's gotten in their heads because of it, Clark. You guys are looking over their shoulder now, always worrying about where he is.
Jeff Adrian is up there with Terrell Wright. Then there's Kent Bazemore. Then there's Calderon. And it's Jefferson in at the center. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half.
Well, with the way that Kevin Durant has improved over the last few seasons, you have to wonder if he has even yet peaked as a player. Scary to think, but there's still some room for growth. I think he can get stronger and develop a better low post game.
Screen by Jefferson. Here's Bazemore. Rejected by Collison. And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. Right, left side.
And they've missed the first 3 shots of the third quarter.
And the Hornets miss again. And with Durant, you really forget how young he is. He came into the league at such a young age. Clark and was established so quickly. It seems like he's the old vet, but he might be a year or two away from his prime.
Yeah, I think he's still a couple of years away from his prime when all of the physical, emotional, and mental come together at that peak point of performance. His best seasons are still in front of him, and he's had some pretty good ones behind him to this point.
Jefferson drawing the double team. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Durant's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Right side, Collison. Outside, Walker. Passes it to Durant. Shoots a fader. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, he had to fade away there. The defense was all over him, and he got it off, and he couldn't get it to go.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed. All of the above.
And Thornton kicks to Scola. Here's Walker. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Walker's got 6. Bazemore passes to Jefferson. And the call will be against Nick Collison. That is his first foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. 6 on the shot clock. And right, here we go.
Well, what better way to retire the Bobcats name than to go out and make the playoffs for only the second time under that nickname. Good job by Charlotte last year, and now it's back to being the Hornets.
So he gets them both. And although Charlotte, Clark, got knocked out in 4 against the Heat, they had some good games last year in that postseason.
Well, they did, and the injury to Al Jefferson, though, Kevin, really kind of sabotaged their ability to really compete with the Heat. So they weren't able to break the postseason winless streak, but the team is certainly headed in the right direction.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Bazemore dishes to Calderon. Right outside. Charlotte needs to get a shot. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Bazemore.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
And Thornton kicks to Scola. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Adrian's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Durant with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Durant's got the ball. And Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. So an almost entirely new rhythm now for Charlotte. Tony Turioff is checked in for Jefferson. Diaw comes in for Jeff Adrian. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Jose Calderon. And it's Aflalo penetrating. Fires the 3. Can't get it to go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside Scola. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. That sends Luis Scola to the free throw line. That one is on Turioff.
Well, the Pacers gave up a lot to acquire Luis Scola from Phoenix last season, especially for a player who probably didn't fit in the Suns' plans anyway. He gave up Miles Plumlee, Gerald Green, and a first-round pick. That shows you how highly they thought of the Argentine power forward.
And Scola now 34 years of age. His field goal percentage, Clark, has dropped for 5 straight seasons.
Yeah, and his turnover rate rose last season as well, despite primarily shooting from outside. And I think part of that was the fact that he was a rotational player in a reserve for the first time in his career. He's been a career starter until just last season.
Walker the pass to Thornton. Scola dishes to Walker. That's good. Walker's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, here we go again. An open path to the hoop, an easy 2 points. Where is the defense?
Diaw down low. Guarded by Scola. Great D that time from Collison. It's Durant on the wing. Shoots the 3. They get it again.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Aflalo gets the play to the right side. Right, the pass to Blake. Just 5 on the clock. It's taken away by Collison. From deep, Thornton. The Hornets pull it in.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And that's the only way to stop him, Clark. The defender has to be all over him with a hand in his face.
Here's Durant. The shot will not go.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
On the wing of Aflalo. Charlotte no good that time either.
And then he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
Walker dishes to Scola. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists in the game.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint. You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Al Jefferson's checked in for Turion. Jeff Adrian comes in for Boris Diaz. Barnes, he's checked in for Darrell Wright. And it's Calderon in for Steve Blake. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Calderon kicks to Jefferson. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Good job of spotting his teammate near the basket and zipping the pass right in there.
And Prigioni kicks to Anderson. Here's Bargnani. It's rebounded by Jefferson. Hornets trail by 13. Calderon passes to Barnes. Inside to Jefferson. And he lays it straight in. Jefferson's got 4 this quarter.
I like the way they got the ball inside there.
He only dishes to Anderson. He kicks to Bargnani. Shoots from the baseline. That doesn't go either for Bargnani. Now here's Calderon. Barnes with it. Aflalo kicks to Adrian. Down low. Barnes. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Barnes has got it back down to within single digits for the Hornets.
Thunder head coach Scott Brooks really consistent with his message. It's all about defensive commitment and trusting your teammates at that end of the floor.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Aaron Aflalo coming off his best season yet, Steve, an 18-point per game score. Shooting well from the field, 3-point range, and the line.
And, Kevin, when you think about the efficiency, it's made even more impressive when you consider that he drew a lot of defensive focus.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And, you know, Aflalo has always been a hard worker, but starting in the summer of 2013, he took his offseason regimen to a new level, working out 3 times a day for 12 weeks. He wanted to ensure he had the legs to defend and produce offensively at a high level. And as always, his work has paid off.
And you look at Aflalo, an all-star candidate last season. I think Orlando's losing record kept him out, but if he can continue to produce in a winning situation, I like his chances.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
And the basket by Diaz. The Thunder leading by 7. Here's Prigioni. Jones from outside. Hornets with the rebound. Barnes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Aflalo to pass to Diaz. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Anytime they've had a chance to attack the lane, they've done so. The penetration has been impressive.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Hansbrough's checked in.
Matt Barnes, really a good glue guy. He rebounds, defends. He's gotten better with his outside shot, and he can really run the lane. And he's always had a toughness and a fearlessness that I think a lot of coaches love.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And you look at advanced plus-minus measurements, Matt Barnes rates very well.
Not surprised by that, Kevin. He brings so much energy.